Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. If you are new to this channel, my name is Juliet Eddie. So today I'll be showing you guys how I make my wig on a sewing machine. So here I have my block head in size 22 and with my dumb mesh cap. This is the kind of mesh dumb cap that I'm using. So I'm using the cap on size medium. So I'll go with my metallic pen. This is my metallic pen which I use in tracing out the line. So first of all, I'll place my closure on my wig cap to trace out the space where the closure would be. So, and try to place it in the middle and drag it half an inch down, like so. Not exact where the cap is, a little bit downwards. So this same method goes also with the frontal when you're using the frontal, lace frontal to make your wig. So I went ahead and placed the closure proper on the cap. So right now I'll just take a hair clip to get the hair out of the way by tracing out the line. So here is the metallic pen I use. So I take out my pins and place the closure aside. So here is the secured space for the closure. So I'll go ahead and trace another line close to it. So this line is where I'll be placing my last track of the weave, very close to the closure. So right now it's time to trace out the lines where we'll be sewing our weave. So right now I'll show you how I thread my bobbins. These are bobbins. So I'll show you how I thread my bobbin and thread my sewing machine and the settings before starting the wig making. So bobbins are like this. It's a metal bobbin. It also comes in plastics, so it has many holes around it. So all you have to do, let me start afresh. All you have to do is take your thread, fix it through one of the holes, take it out, roll the thread to secure the hole so that it won't loosen while threading it. So then you place it here. If you are using this same kind of machine, I think most of the sewing machine has almost the same settings. So you place it here, push it down and slide it right, then put on the sewing machine and press it and start to so it stops by itself when it can't take more thread. Then slide it back to the left and open it. So make sure you have enough thread down before starting to sew your wig, because one of these won't be enough. So I'll go ahead and thread this too. So after threading the bobbin, open your machine here where the bobbin holder is and bring out the holder. Fix the bobbin inside the holder. You see this line here, that's where you take your thread through like this. So then fix it back in the holder, twist this right ways a little to secure the hold. Close back your machine. And now we're going to thread the needle. So all you need, you take, this is the thread I'm using, so you need to go for a quality thread while making a wig on your sewing machine. So here is the thread standard. This is the step 1. Then you take your thread through this tiny hole here like so. That is the step 2. And the step 3, you take your thread through here like this. You take it through this line downward. You take it through this line like this. You take it upward and through this the step 3 hole, yeah, like this. Then take it back down. Then fix the thread in your needle. Like that. So this is the footer which press the weave when you're sewing your cap, your wig cap. So now I have the thread out from the needle. So all I have to do is turn this, I don't know what it's really called, but it operates the needle. So when you turn it like so, it brings out the inner thread. As you can see, it has brought out the inner thread. Now we have 2 threads. So you just take the 2 threads under the footer and take it backward. That is how you thread your machine. So the settings of my machine for wig making, as you can see, the tension here, I have the tension placed in 4, and I'm using this zigzag method. Here are all the stitches, and it has numbers so that you'll be able to operate which stitches you're going to use. So here the zigzag is number 9. So that is why I have my machine at 9 here. The tension is 4. So the stitch tension is 3 here. So the stitch tension means the gap between the way the needle moves, so the little gap it gives is 3. So that is the stitch tension is 3. So this is how my settings is when I'm making a wig with my sewing machine. So this right here is where you use to secure your edge when you're sewing the weave, or you're making your wig cap. So when you place your wig on your sewing machine, to secure the edge, you have to press here to make the machine sew backward. When you leave it, it's sew forward. So you press it like 2 or 3 times to secure the edge, making it go front and back stitches. So basically this is how I set my machine. And here is the switch on. Here is the switch on and off of the machine, and here is the cable, of course. So this is how the setting is when I'm making my wig, sorry. So right now let's just go in and start to make the wig. So this is my cap, which I've already lined out. So make sure you give an inch space when tracing out the lines. So this is how it looks when you trace out the line, and the closure space. So today I'll be sewing the wig first, then attaching the closure at the end of the wig. So let's get started. So today I'll be working with a single weave. I won't be doubling my track. So I'm working with a single weave because I won't be using a lot of hair. So I'm just using 2 bundles and a closure for this wig. So this wig is like this because I took it out from an old cap, so I decided to make it in a new cap. So if you're making a wig with a sewing machine for the first time, it's best to use a synthetic hair from a beauty supply shop to practice first and to be sure of your wig making before using your human hair to make a wig. Before using your human hair to make a wig, because you won't like to spoil your hair. So I place my cap on the machine with the hair, like so. Like I said before, this is where you use to double stitch and secure the edge while sewing on the sewing machine. So this is the first track, and this is how it should look. So I'll go ahead and continue to sew through the lines I've traced. Just continue to sew through the lines you traced on your cap. And while sewing the cap, while making your wig, don't don't stretch your wig too much. All you have to do is just straighten out the cap. Straighten it out, don't stretch it, because when you stretch the cap won't lay flat on your head. So just straighten it out, but don't stretch it. Straighten out, do not stretch. So basically, this is how the stitches is supposed to look like on the inside. Yeah, this is how it's supposed to be on the inside. So I'm done with my bundles. So right now I'm left with the closure space. So go ahead and add the closure to it with the sewing machine. So I still have a little bit from the bundles left, which I'll be adding after I have joined my closure to the cap. So make sure you don't forget to leave the ½ inch out of the cap before stitching. So always move the closure hair out of the way to enable you see through. And straighten out your cap while sewing. As you can see, you see the way the cap look like here. So always straighten it out to enable you sew through the traced lines. Yeah. So I have added the closure to it. So right now I'm just adding my last track very close to the closure. As you can see, very close to the closure. So don't add the last track, don't sew it on top of your closure because it won't be that flat. It won't be very flat. So when you want your closure to be very flat, add your last track very close to the closure, not on top of it. So as you can see, here is the closure and this is the last track. I'm adding it very close to the closure. So guys, I have finished sewing the wig. So I went ahead and cut out the cap under the closure. So then I place it back on my block head to give it the final look styling. So I brushed out the hair, pinned out the closure, and I took my styling mousse, the Lotta Body styling mousse with coconut and shea butter oil. That is the only product I use in styling this hair. So I add enough styling mousse to the hair to enable it hold the coils. So the hair I used here is the Body Wave from my hair company, which I'll be dropping the link on the description box below, and I went ahead to take my wand coil to roll the hair. The tonguing machine I'm using, I will also drop the link on the description box below. So if you find this video interesting, please give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe and put on your notification bell to know when I post a new video. Thank you guys for watching. Please don't forget, subscribe. So this is the outcome of the wand tonguing. I continue to roll the hair, leave it for some seconds to coil. Then I added more styling mousse to the closure and use my hot comb. I'll also leave the link to the hot comb on the description box below. So I use the hot comb to flatten the closure, the parting area. So then I use my finger to comb back the coils and later use a big tooth comb to comb it out to give it that wavy look. So guys, this is the final look of this hair. This is just 2 bundles and a closure, and it's 20-inch body wave from my hair company. Thank guys for watching.